I was tired, I went to bed. Now compare that to I was tired, so I went to bed. Did you feel the difference? The second sentence just flows better, right? That tiny word so made all the difference, and today we are going to learn exactly how to use words like that. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Miss Pavitra, and in today's lesson, part of our Communicative English series, we are diving deep into connectives in English. These are the small but powerful words and phrases that link your ideas together and make your writing and speech sound smooth, clear, and confident. By the end of this video, you'll know the six types of connectives. See plenty of examples and even get to test yourself with a quick practice exercise. So let's get started. What are connectives? So first things first, what exactly are connectives? Connectives are words or phrases that join sentences, clauses, or ideas together. Think of them like bridges. They connect one thought to the next. So your reader and listener never feels lost. Now, why should you bother using them? Great question. Here are four solid reasons. They make your writing clearer. Your reader knows exactly what you mean. They show relationship. Um, they show relationship between ideas. They shows relationship between ideas with one idea adding to another, contrasting it, causing it. They improve sentence variety. Your writing doesn't sound like a robot listing facts. They guide the reader through your thoughts like signposts on a road. And let me show you a quick example without connectives. I was tired, I went to bed. These are two separate sentences. They feel choppy. There is no connection. With connectives, I was tired, so I went to bed. I was tired, however, I kept working. See how shows a result while however shows a contrast. Same situation, completely different meaning. That's the power of connectives. Now, all right. Now let's look at six main types of connectives. Think of this as your cheat sheet. Types and examples. In adding, we have and also furthermore. In contrasting, but however, although. Cause and effect, because so therefore. Time, then, and finally, meanwhile, comparing. Similarly, likewise, concluding. In conclusion, overall, we are going to through each one of these in detail. Ready? Let's go. First step, adding connectives. These are used when you want to add more information to what you have already said. You are basically saying, hey, here is another point. Let's meet the key players. And the simplest one, it joins two similar ideas. I like tea and coffee. Also, add extra information often at the start of a new sentence. She sings, she also dances. Furthermore, this one's a bit more formal. Use it to add a stronger or more important point. It is cheap. Furthermore, it is fast. In addition, gives more details or another supporting point. In addition, it saves time. Moreover, add something significant on top of what was already said. It is safe. Moreover, it is easy. And as for usual casual writing and speech, furthermore and moreover are better for formal essays and reports. Now we move on to contrasting connectives. These shows differences or opposite ideas. Imagine you're saying yes, but the classic contrast, simple, direct, I like cats but not dogs. However, a more formal version of but often starts a new sentence. It rained, however, we went out. Although means despite the fact that great for showing something surprising. Although tired, she kept going. 8. expresses a surprising or unexpected contrast. He is rich, ate, and happy. On the other hand, introduce a completely different viewpoint or perspective. On the other hand, it can fail. Use but in everyday speech, switch to however or although in academic writing to sound more polished. And this is one of my personal favorites, cause and effective connectives. These explains why something happened and what happened as a result. We can split them into two groups. Cause connectives, they introduce a reason. Because she passed because she studied hard. Since it was raining, we stayed inside. As he was late, he missed the bus. Due to the match was cancelled due to the rain. And effective connectives, they introduce a result. So it was raining, so the match was cancelled. Therefore, she studied hard, therefore she passed. As a result of, she worked non-stop, as a result, she finished earlier. Consequently, he didn't prepare, consequently, he failed. Let's put it all together with two clear examples. It was raining, so the match was cancelled. Because she studied hard, she passed. Same idea, two different connectives, showing both the cause and effect. Beautiful. Next, time connectives. These are used to show the order or sequence of events. They are incredibly useful when you are telling a story, giving instructions, or writing a narrative. Think of them as the numbered steps in a recipe. First marks the beginning of an action. Then next, what happens immediately after? Meanwhile, something happening at the same time as something else. After that, a following event. Finally, the last step. And here is a fun little story to show how they all work together. First, I woke up. Then I had breakfast. Meanwhile, my sister got ready. After that, we left home. Finally, I went to school. That flows perfectly, right? You know exactly what happened and in what order. That's the magic of time connectives. We are almost there. Two more types to go, comparing and concluding connectives. Comparing connectives, these show that two things are similar. Similarly, she loves reading. Similarly, her brother does too. Likewise, he is kind. Likewise, his sister is very helpful. In the same way, dogs need care. In the same way, so do cats. Just as I arrived, the show began. These are brilliant of comparison essays of whenever you want to draw a parallel between two ideas and concluding connectives, and finally pun intended, concluding connectives, these signals that you are wrapping things up in conclusion connectives are very useful. To summarize, we covered 6 types today. Overall the results were positive. In summary, practice makes perfect. The one golden rule, never start your conclusion paragraph without a concluding connective. It signals to your reader or your examiner that you are wrapping up confidently. Let's practice. Okay, time to test what you have learned. I'm going to give you 5 fill in the blank questions. Pause the video. After each one, think about your answer and then I'll reveal it. Ready? Here we go. I was hungry. I ate a sandwich. The answer is so. I was hungry is the cause. Eating a sandwich is the effect. So fits perfectly here. And the second question, dash, it was cold. She went for a run. And the answer is although. She went for a run despite the cold. That's the contrast. So we need although. Question number 3. He loves football. Does he plays every day? Yeah. The answer is furthermore. We are adding a stronger point. He doesn't just love it. He plays it every single day. Furthermore adds emphasis. And question number 4. Dash. Studying. She listened to music. And the answer is meanwhile. Both things, studying and listening to music, are happening at the same time. Meanwhile is your go-to for that. And the final question, she's smart dash she's kind. The answer is, yeah, you got it. Moreover, we are adding another positive quality on top of the first. Moreover adds something significant. It's not a result, it's an addition. How did you do? Drop your score in the comments. I would love to know. And let's do a final quick recap for all 6 types of connective we covered today. Type of keywords, adding, and also furthermore, moreover, in contrasting, but however, although, 8, cause and effect, because, so, therefore, as a result of, time, first, then, finally, meanwhile, comparing, similarly, likewise, just as, and concluding, in conclusion, overall, to summarize. These 6 categories cover almost every situation you'll come across, whether you're writing an essay, giving a speech, or even just texting a friend. And that's the wrap of connectives in English. Remember, connectives are not just grammar rules, they are the glue that holds your ideas together. The more you use them naturally, the clearer and more confident your English will become. My advice, pick one connective from each category and try to use it in a sentence today. Write it in your notebook, use it in class. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next lesson in our Communicative English series. Got questions? Drop them in comments below. I ready every single one. Until next time, keep practicing and keep growing. You have got this. Thank you all.